Hello and welcome to another one podcast.
We have a Patreon. It's one of the best Patreons in the game.
By best, it's more of us.
Hundreds of hours of content. There's specials on there.
Three
specials. 2 live shows. It's one of the best Patreons around. You won't regret it. Sign up. £3 a month. That's all it fucking is.
I can't promise you it's one of the best or the most valuable, but if you enjoy us,
I think it is.
It's the only way to guarantee this carries on.
Yeah, that's yeah.
So
Genuinely.
It's up to you. Would you like this podcast to carry on? If the answer to that question is yes, then why not part with 75p a week by signing up to our Patreon?
Patreon.com/another one podcast. Sign up to it. You don't even have to enjoy the content that's on there.
You don't even have to watch it.
No.
Just
sign up.
75p a week,
yeah,
so that you get your public episode every week, guaranteed. Because if it drops below a certain level, it will stop.
75p a week.
The minute this costs us money again, it's gone.
Yeah, and it's
barely even.
So, please,
for the love of God,
yeah, please. Now it's beyond a joke. Now there's only one podcast that needs the money, and that's ours. We're absolutely brassic, and we've got the most outgoings, like dependents.
Another one.
Hello everyone, welcome to another one podcast mixed with BBC Radio 5 Live. So we've collabed, the long-awaited collab on the Northwest scene. Another one on BBC Radio 5, asking him what's his favourite joke. I'm Simon Wozniak, to obviously any first-time listeners. Joining me, co-host Rob Thomas.
What's happening, people?
And joining us now, after the last-second dropout from Jimmy Carr, we've got the man with the next best voice. We got another one, Hall of Famer, Tom Evans.
Thank you for having me.
And in true another one style, would you mind shutting the door behind you?
Putting the mic
right
about fist away from your mouth as well. At all
he's
times.
He's boomy.
I know. He should be fine, but
what we do it outside with your voice, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Very thespian.
I do get a lot of comments about
your voice,
about my voice, and Brian Blessed. I've had a lot. I thought I would start the podcast though. I have brought gifts.
Oh wow.
God.
I thought it would be nice to bring a gift.
This isn't a good way to go.
You've put us on the back foot here now.
This is a terrible start. Yeah, we're cagey now. You think you're being nice, and we don't.
You know what? I was in Tesco then. Oh, thank you, Tom. He's buying us now. He's buying us. Yeah. We'd love to accept it. We'd love to accept it.
Rules of podcasting,
but I can't.
You're being serious, aren't you?
I can't accept it.
Why?
We're indebted then.
No, that's not how gifts work.
Is it not?
Yeah.
No.
It is with our minds.
We'll see.
If you're trying to buy some sort of editorial control, is that just in case?
Absolutely not. You guys do whatever the fuck you want with me.
Thank you, Tom. That's lovely.
That's why.
Cheers.
I wasn't
for the audio listener. Tom has bought 3 bottles of Campo Viejo Rioja.
Miniature.
I won't be drinking it now, Tom. Unfortunately, I'm on to play paddle after this.
That's nice. I'm glad to hear you're getting into your sports, man. Yeah.
Well, I've always been into my sports, Tom. But
that's yeah, because I was in Tesco and I was looking at the cans of Sauvignon,
right,
the miniatures, and I thought maybe we should buy something other than lager, because maybe a can of Sauvignon would be fitting. And then obviously Tom's
thought ahead.
You know, he's gone. Today's the day for a miniature red.
Why not?
Well done. Yeah.
Did you not bring a glass with you? No.
Only glasses.
Do you often drink wine from the bottle?
I'd drink wine from a can if it was available. I think they are becoming more available.
You
but
can buy wine from a can, can't you?
I'm used to drinking wine from a cup. You know what I mean?
A mug.
A mug, yeah. I've got 2 wine glasses in my house, and if they're out of action, then I go straight.
You
for
drink
a mug.
wine from a mug?
Yeah, it's just like harkens back to your student days.
Oh no! Come on!
Yeah.
Not at this.
Who wants to harken back
age
to the student days?
Whatever age. 36.
Absolutely.
You've got a good playing age range, I reckon.
Oh, that's very kind of you to say. Yeah.
I didn't say which way.
Yeah.
No, but I reckon you could, get rid of the beard. You could do mid-20, a hench mid-20s.
I am
in like skins or something.
I am considering
mid-20s. Really? If he shaves his beard, he's got good skin.
You really have been bought over by the wine? I wouldn't say.
I don't reckon.
I am considering getting rid of the beard, though. It's a
really
big decision.
Why?
Well, it's more to talk about the reasons why I wouldn't get rid of the beard. Is since I've got the beard, I've gotten a lot of acting stuff just from it, and it does,
Viking roles.
Yeah, stuff like that in extras
and
and I've been doing lots of Shakespeare, so it's been good to have, because I've been playing Macduff, in Macbeth. He's a Scottish warlord, so he'd probably have a beard. And
Macbeth, you called him that because you can't name him.
Well,
Macduff, he said, didn't he?
So apparently,
Macbeth.
Apparently, it's
Macbeth.
Yeah.
I thought you said Macbeth because you're not meant to say Macbeth.
I might have said.
Well, but we're not
Macbeth.
in the theatre.
We can go back. We'll
but is that in the theatre or is that just a general rule?
No, it's in the theatre. It's bad luck. Isn't it Hamlet though, or is it Macbeth?
It is Macbeth, but there's a reason for that.
1-1.
Apparently, it was bad luck to. I'll just put the product facing forward.
Yep.
Apparently, it's bad luck to say it because back in the day when there were Shakespearean actors, like in the days of Shakespeare, if they were doing a new play and it wasn't selling any tickets, they'd go, fuck it, we'll just put on Macbeth because everybody loves it. Right. So that's where the bad omen has come from. And I saw that on QI, so it's real because Stephen Fry said so. Okay.
I don't believe anything I say on the BBC.
No?
No.
Soon to be on BBC Live.
Yeah.
I'm about to live through my teeth on it, so yeah.
If it's radio, visual BBC, no. Radio, audio BBC.
Have you always had a passion for acting, or is it just another way to attention seek?
Yeah, definitely. Any way in which people can look at me and take what I'm doing in. I didn't get enough hugs as a child, which is weird because I got lots of hugs as a child. Just wasn't enough.
Never enough.
It's never enough. So yeah, I do comedy, I do acting.
Did you act when you were younger?
Only in like school plays, but I never got any decent parts. Like,
didn't you?
No, it was weird. The last.
Have you always had this voice?
Pretty much, yeah. Maybe not as deep when I was in my teen years.
Well, pronunciated though.
But yeah, I'm very, I enunciate everything.
You're from Wales, aren't you?
I am from Wales, born and bred.
Just outside Cardiff.
Cardiff, indeed.
Right. So I imagine you stood out.
Yep, sure did. I was either going to be the most popular kid in school or the least popular. And viewers, take a guess on which way it went. Answer the poll and the thing. No, it was a pretty dark time in school because I was different.
Privately?
No.
Got the
Probably the only person in the room who wasn't privately educated.
No, Sam.
Come on, mate. Come on.
Not.
I'm scum, mate. I'm real scum. He's
That's an edit points for the editor to edit that bit out. It doesn't work.
There's no editing goes on here.
Oh, right.
Unless you specifically request for something.
So are you trained actor?
No, that's what I was getting to. It doesn't sound like he's done any training.
No, it's being someone with neurodivergency and having to master.
Don't get started on that again, mate.
Okay,
here we go.
Wonderful.
It's
a welcoming podcast.
It got him a lot of abuse online.
Why?
He was crying.
Why were you crying?
He had to front it like it wasn't upsetting him, but it really upset him.
What happened?
Oh, no.
Because
I don't know this.
Well, anyone listening to the pod will know. I don't believe in anxiety.
Okay.
I think it's just a deep-rooted form of narcissism.
Is that neurodivergent if you got anxiety?
No, that's just a mental health.
They're clinging on to it, aren't they? That's what I mean.
Anxiety is not neurodiverse. It's not neurodiverse to be.
I'm sure they'd love to put themselves in that.
I think anxiety does affect people who identify or see themselves.
Yeah, that's what
maybe it's a symptom of neurodiverse.
Well, I think it's a symptom of fucking life. Have you seen what's
just
vaguely at everything that's going on? And
absolutely. Everyone's state should be depressed and anxious. That should be the base of humans.
It will be that way.
Well, it's certainly the base of this podcast, as far as I can have seen.
Depressed and anxious.
Depressed and anxious.
Yeah. I don't think anxious. Well.
There's a lot of anxiety on this podcast.
Coming from your way.
The fact it's been going for 4 years to nothing shows how anxious we are.
I think you guys are in a position, though, where even though you may not be necessarily where you want to be, you are the envy of a lot of...
Yeah, but we also aren't. We also don't want to be where people think we want to be.
Not sure I can let that slip, the envy of anyone. I don't think anyone envies.
No one envies this. And also, there's no place we want to be. That's the thing. Right. So we're not where we it's not that we're not where we want to be.
Right.
We don't want to be anywhere.
Right, so your depression and your anxiety then, if it's the two.
I'm everything. I'm a melting pot of almost everything.
Your bit about when you've been serving in Tesco's and you're like, brother, I was doing MDMA 20 minutes ago, and now you're like, that's the sign of.
I mean, that's back in the day when I was. I'm not obviously in chicken shops anymore. I mean, I miss it. I'd love to go back to a flat above a chicken shop days, 1920, but. You can't, can you? You have to call it a day at some point.
Yeah. So do you genuinely don't believe that anxiety isn't real? You think that it's a manifestation?
I think anxiety is now an umbrella term for lots of things that aren't really anxiety. And also, there's not you haven't got a mental illness because you feel a little bit nervous parking. Or, I'm going to a social event and I'm nervous, does not mean you have social anxiety.
There's different levels of it, though, isn't it?
Should we ring Life for Taylor now again? Let her relive it.
No. I can't have any more OnlyFans girls calling me trolls.
Hey, at least they're contacting you for once.
No, there's just loads of OnlyFans girls calling me
Just to state,
trolls.
Rob's views do not reflect the views of the podcast. He is in his own entity when it comes to anxiety.
I do understand that, though, because people do use these sorts of umbrella terms for very complicated things, and there are some people who take advantage of that and they weaponize people's empathy against them.
No, I like them people.
You like them people?
Yeah. The ones who have it, I go, oh, come on, just sort it out. But the ones who are faking it, I go, top G.
I was...
but I am a bit
again, that's just a joke, not really.
Well, I know it for me, it's true.
You guys...
I'm anxious about telling people that I don't think people should be anxious.
I was get on the plane on coming home last Friday, and there was a family who got on first because they needed special assistance.
How was the belt?
Yeah, fine.
Okay.
Fine. Needed special assistance, sunflower landlord and that. All 5 of them got on first. And then
gangsters
just so happened to not need any special assistance getting off because it would have been waiting until everyone else had to get off. And then I was just a bit like, oh fuck, like come on.
Well, what's the special assistance? Was it obvious or not?
No, that's what I'm saying. 5 of them there, happy as Larry, smiling their heads off, so it's not depression. Like sunflower lanyard. Sorry, we need special assistance on the plane. Come on, absolutely. You get on first. Get your seat. Put your bags above the seat. No, I know one's there. And then, getting off. I'm fine in the queue getting off.
Yeah, but but they're off and they're first off. So
no, you're last off. You're first on, last off. Special assistance.
Oh, is it?
So no one wants to wait. That's what I'm saying. There's plenty of people who are on an airplane first. No one ever seems to want to be on it last. It's only the ones that have to be on it last that still seem to stay.
Yeah.
there.
So now they would appear. Based on that, you would have to say they are doing the system over, and I think respect them as a family unit.
Oh, don't be wrong. If I could get away with it myself, I have thought about buying a sunflower lanyard and just putting it around my neck and just see what happens.
Yeah, or better still, rob someone who's anxious and get theirs, and then that way when you wear it, you can also go, I've just really made this anxious person even way more anxious.
And they ain't going to do shit, you know
exactly,
that?
Yeah.
But you can't make a phone call. They get anxious making a phone calls. What are they going to do? Call the police? No.
Yeah.
Can I send the police an email? Good luck.
I think it's tough, though, because you have to explain like mental illnesses and stuff like that to people who haven't experienced it or older people. Somebody asked me in a pub once, which I frequent at, they were saying, like, what is this mental illness stuff? Because their son...
All mental illness. What is this all mental illness
They were talking about it in a thing. He said, I just don't get it. My son says, talking about this stuff, and I said, so what does your son have? He says he's got anxiety. I said, right, here's the perfect way to explain it to someone like yourself who doesn't suffer from it or thing. You know when you are in a car and you have a near miss and your whole body goes like this. It's like that, but you're sitting on your sofa thinking about the day to come or what's happened the day before.
Yeah, but when that happens, you go, oh, God, and then you carry on driving.
Yeah. But what if you're not driving, you're sitting on your sofa?
You go, oh, God, get in.
Yeah.
And you get up and you carry on with your day.
That's true, but that's how you get through it, through the thing.
But the trigger of the car one is the fact that you almost get your head cut off, whereas the couch one is just, I almost had a conversation at the shop.
Yeah. And normally I've been on my phone.
Again.
So I go, oh, got away with one there.
I'm not denying anything. I'm not that. I think it's a real thing and we should help everyone as much as we can with it all.
There's definitely room for discussion.
I refuse to stand on anything I say.
But that's the whole point of the internet, is that it seems like now it's a really fun place to go on and tell people off. and we get a little bit of dopamine and endorphins from telling people off, especially if you're justified in doing it.
I don't get that.
No, but some people do. That's the thing.
So what is it when someone? What is it they're getting from that?
Everyone wants to just be like, "Oh, she's a cunt."
Yeah. No,
I wanted to do it on the way here.
I tell you.
I was watching a reel, driving, watching a reel on the way here. That what's the rest is entertainment or something with that way. They come from Pointless, and that blonde woman who tries to pretend she's not really snotty and middle class. I was watching them too, and I was like, she's a cunt.
No,
I was like, I'd love to just comment.
Charlie Veach.
Charlie Veach.
Which one's it? Is he the business one?
The vlogger, the YouTube vlogger, goes around protests, winding people up.
I think Gary V.
Is that the guy who's in Manchester?
Yes.
And one-bombs people? Yeah, he has someone to do it for him now.
He has a guy called Fred who's his bodyguard.
Right.
Him.
Yes.
Now...
He bumps into people and then the bodyguard gets involved.
He sort of goes round. He goes to protest basically, or he goes to city centres, and he goads people who are down and out, homeless, smackheads, and that. He goads them into going bad life decisions, and he gets content. He basically riles people for content and clicks, and it's worked.
Yeah, man, it's hilarious. Have you not seen it?
I know. I think he's a cunt. Like he's going around Liverpool protesting, and he's just some old fella just stood waiting for the bus. And yeah, he might have a few views, but he goes and he just starts jibing him, and you're thinking, just fuck off, would you? Like Billy Moore, when he does his walk-arounds, he starts off as the nice guy and then sometimes gets riled. Veach goes out to the point where he's got 2 bodyguards because people see him and want him.
Shouldn't be allowed to have bodyguards.
So it annoyed me that much. I YouTubed Charlie Veach getting battered, and
it's the same with that guy on the bike, isn't it?
The guy who films people,
Mikey Bikey or whatever his name is.
There's Jeremy Vine who does the bike.
Do you mean the one who does the people on the phone?
South African guy.
Yeah, he's a cunt, him.
He's mad. He got run over the
Cyclone Mikey.
That's what I mean.
Do you know he's not allowed to report to the police now? He's done it so much. The police are just like, just fuck off.
Well, Veach gets that because it's something about trying to breach the peace or something. Like you are going out there to anger people. So
there's only a law against breaching the peace, not goading people into breaching of the peace.
It's just awful. Imagine doing that. But like, he's walking around with his missus, and then he got attacked in the Arndale. Then a group of 7 lads who I think might have been Asian, I can't remember, but they attacked him in the Arndale. I was like, come on. And then one of them got through the Arndale security and managed to land a few on. I was thinking, get in.
I do like
that. The best part is when you see him getting battered with his missus there, and I'm thinking, now you're bringing it to her, and that made me feel better. Going, I hope that causes you two an argument now. Going, can't believe I'm with this cunt. Like I can't even go for a restaurant. Can't even go to the restaurant with him without getting hit.
Is he live streaming from the restaurant, or is he just?
No, this is when I've searched for him getting battered. So this is when he's off. But then I just think, well, he can't pick and choose.
No, I 100% agree.
Fuming with him, man. But then I go, I'll just leave it. But I did have to search for him being battered just to make myself feel better. I knew also there's definitely videos out there. I've got to be him getting slapped at least once. But then he caught a case as well years ago when he says he was in a domestic abuse situation.
Yeah.
And he was being abused by his ex-partner. And he admitted to holding her down or something, so he's got a charge against his name. So he's one of them ones where people go up and goes, did you go to a festival with a minor? Because I think there was something that he went to a festival with a 16-year-old.
Why did they all turn out to be nonsense?
He was 30, she was 16, and then one went, did you go to a festival?
Which is wrong.
Yeah, he goes, but then here's the thing. This lad goes, did you go to a festival with a minor? And he goes, a minor. He goes, how old? And he goes, was she 16? And he's like, yeah, 16's not a minor. And he goes, do you think 16's okay then? So he caught him there. He was a bit on the hop, but I was like, this is too much. I don't mind him going around Billy Moore going around the protests, and then he gets a bit riled by them, but he's never as horrible as Veach. Veach really is. You are just really annoying people here.
Is that your For You page then? It's just videos.
A lot of it is now of Veach, yeah.
I think you can really understand a lot about a person from their For You page.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, mine is just people falling over.
Mine's very base level, straight white man. What you expect.
Exactly what you expect. No aggression. Just pure tits. Just
pure tits.
Full of half-naked women.
Well, since they took the porn away,
My mum was like that long before porn.
There is loopholes now, I found.
Yeah, I'm actually,
loads,
I will say,
I'm
quite enjoying not having the option. Even though I know I can send my fucking thing or download a VPN, I'm quite enjoying that first point, because it's everything with addiction or impulsive behavior. If there's a stop at any point, it can really break a habit. Right. So for me, the stop is I'm not going to send the government my fucking ID before I have wankies. Do you know what I mean? That's not going to be. That's not going to be what I'm doing. Also, apologies to listeners for the word wankies. I understand that that's not as funny as I think it is when I say wankies. People really recoil in horror normally. When
it's uncomfortable.
Like having Jamie Lang on the pod. Sounds like he would say.
Yeah.
You've got a bit of a Jamie Lang vibe to you, actually, I reckon.
Okay.
You know Jamie Lang, blonde guy?
I know,
but it's just well-spoken, basically. And
but he's also small and slim, and it's almost like so unthreatening, whereas Tom, the size of Tom makes you put you off when he says wankies.
I am a
big strong boy.
Looks more like Spencer Matthews and then speaks like Jamie Lang, and you're like, come on.
It's something that I've had to come to terms with, because like I'm not just a big guy, but I'm also a big personality, and I've figured that
people who call themselves big personalities tend to be cunts.
I'm 100%. I am a cunt. I'm
the kind of person who calls himself a big personality. Just like
if there is someone out there who doesn't like me or is annoyed by me, it's also then very hard to ignore me if I'm in the room, and everything I do just makes it worse for that person. And now he's fucking speaking loudly again, and now he's fucking.
How have you found life being that way, and when did you realise you may be that way?
It's definitely an ongoing.
Well, it's good that you got the awareness.
You're not comfortable with it yet, then.
I'm getting there. And I think the fact that I was so uncomfortable with it for so long meant that I did sometimes lash out, because I'm like, oh, well, you all just think I'm this, so fuck it, I'll be this. But then
verbally lash out, we should
verbally
say.
lashing out. Yeah, no, I've never, I've only ever defended.
Or look to ostracize yourself anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, this is what you think I am, so I'm going to fucking be that, because I'd have a couple of drinks and then I'd just make poor decisions. But now I'm just like, I'm a bit more aware of it, and just try to be more understanding. It's like, of course they don't like me.
Not change.
No, exactly.
Being more aware of it is helping a change.
I respect that more. No, don't change.
No,
people don't. It's bullshit.
I think I'm just becoming more comfortable with it.
Be yourself, and I think the minute you're comfortable in your own skin, people become more comfortable around you.
I'm definitely on the way to do it.
I'll have to say no. I think you just become more and more blinkered to it. That you suddenly realise, everyone just knows I'm this now, therefore they will behave accordingly. No one's going, he's not as bad now, is he? They're going, I've just given up with him and I'm not going to bother. I think that whole maintain being a big personality might be a bad road to go down.
I've tried being low key,
but you can't do it.
As soon as that third pint hits the lips.
So do you think alcohol could be some? Have you ever tried to cut down, or think maybe?
And weirdly enough, even though I brought on a bottle of fucking wine, I have been cutting down massively. Like what I used to do after a stressful week would be grab a bottle of rum, a big fuck off takeaway that should feed about 3 people, but it was actually feeding me. And it's just like eating the sads away, drinking the sads away, and then the rest of the stuff that comes with drinking.
It's great that though, innit? Though,
it is the best.
You're watching the sad YouTube videos just in a way.
You can't even swallow.
What's your favorite video to get sad to?
So sad is definitely dog rescue videos.
Rob Thomas clips.
I said sad, not suicidal.
I like concerts. I like to go and watch. I like to watch like Tracy Chapman at Wembley.
I like it when lots of people are singing together in harmony. That really, really. Have you seen that clip of just before a Green Day concert? Everybody's singing Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh yeah, I have seen that.
Yeah. Apparently, Green Day were like set to go on halfway through that song, and they went, "We're ready for you guys." And they went, "Absolutely fucking not. Have you seen what's going on out there? We'll get torn to shreds."
Mourinho and Wenger did that with "You'll Never Walk Alone."
That was good. I've seen that clip
at the Champions League.
Hibs when he won the first. I don't know if it was the first cup final, but Hibs winning a cup final for the first time in a long time. They all together sing "Sunshine on Leaf."
I love that.
That's great. That was great. Hampden Park.
It's awesome. I mean, that's what's so great about Liverpool for me. Coming as a Welsh person over is I'm so
Bread and Roses. I like that from Pride.
Anything Meatball Molly ever does.
That's a film, but yeah. Have you seen that scene in Pride? Bread and Roses, great.
I've not seen Pride actually. I wanted to see it, but then it went out of the cinema before I got to see it.
Yeah, there's something about a crowd, isn't there, when they're all doing one thing? Like
it's just lovely. It's just like, see, we can be.
You must never be fooled. There'll be someone in there who's robbing someone at some point.
While the singing's going on.
Someone's picking up someone's wallet.
Yeah, someone's drinking someone's pint while they're singing.
Yeah.
Those are low statistics.
It could be Champions League 2005. If someone sees a wallet of a rival, they go, he's been a knobhead all game.
While his arms around them.
Yeah.
What makes you cry, Wazzers?
Meatball Molly. She makes me emotional.
She only gets us both going, doesn't she?
I don't know, something just gets you. Like, when was the last time I sort of was watching something? And I remember that when I was saying I was trying to get through me best man speech, me mate, when I was on the way to a gig, and I was crying, like getting to one point.
Do you cry at weddings? Do you both cry at weddings?
No, not at all.
I can cry a lot.
No, he sometimes cries at his own genius, you see. So this best man, he was never a best man. And he's not been a best man, or he thinks
crying at his own genius. He's fucking for real.
He writes a best man speech in his head.
It's like Oscar Wilde's, but even more.
Wait, so you're not even going to make a best man speech?
No.
He's not he hasn't even got a best mate.
He hasn't even got a mate.
No, I'd turn him down. I'd definitely go, I'm not doing it, mate. It would ruin my day.
Fucked, yeah.
I can't live my life with a gig that I have to do every 20 the same. If I had to do a best man speech and it would loom for a year and a half, it'd destroy my life. I'd have to say no. I'll come in last minute if I need to, and I'll see how I feel on the day, and I'll follow whoever the real best man is, and then I'll might go on after him if I fancy it.
It's you never had one of them made up scenario. I've cried to my dad's eulogy. He's not dead.
My sister's wedding, I said to the photographer at the beginning of the day, I was like, get pictures of me now, because during the ceremony, I'm gonna literally be in pieces. Because here we go. She came down the aisle to the. Okay.
Is this going to be tacky? Is this tacky?
No, yeah. You've never heard this before.
He's trying to be sincere.
You've never heard this before. She came down the aisle, my sister. My wonderful sister, who I love dearly, and I'm so happy after all these years of her bringing home these absolute dickwads of boyfriends and stuff like that. She's finally found a guy, and he's fucking lovely. He's awesome. Shout out, Chris.
We'll see.
And
Chris.
she's coming down the aisle to John Williams, the Jurassic Park theme tune, like. I'm
a dinosaur. I'm a dinosaur.
Exactly that. And it took everything within my power. When the bridesmaids were walking down, I took everything within my power to not say to my dad, they do walk in herds. You know?
Why didn't you say it? Yeah, you only whispered.
I did.
I'd have roared.
Yeah.
I'd have a big T-Rex roar just as she's coming down the aisle.
Why is she doing that?
It's a beautiful song.
It
is a beautiful song, and I was bawling, and now every single time I hear that, I cry.
Why? Because your sister got married.
It was just a moment of pure joy and gratitude, not for just me, but for my sister.
It's nice that you got that relation. It's nice that you got that.
You need to be the head of men's mental health in the UK.
That's nice that you've got a relationship like that with your sister, and you were overwhelmed.
Oh, I mean, when we were kids, we hated each other, but. Now we're
hated
grown-ups.
love, innit? Hated love.
Yeah, that's it. People think hate's the opposite of love. It's not.
Well, she was very popular, and I was not. And so we'd go on holiday sometimes, and because I was, again, big personality, she'd send me over to the group of kids, right? And then I'd make friends with them. I'd bring them over, and she'd be like playing it cool, like, oh, hey, yeah, that's my brother.
You're the younger brother?
I'm the younger brother. And then they'd all fuck off with her for the rest of the holiday, and I'd be watching Cartoon Network in the thing.
Right.
Yeah.
But
I love her.
So back to your big personality, what age did you start to become aware of it? Because obviously some people will never be aware of a big personality, air quotes.
Uni was a big game changer, because I went from high school where I just nothing, and then to uni, and I started seeing the other side of it, what could have been. So people were reacting positively to my to my big personality, and then it's then been a sort of, a little scales of like. Yeah. How much can I show? How much should I show?
So you're like a timid, sort of invisible kind of character in school then?
Me?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. No. I'd come in and I'd say the most bone-ass things, and people would go, get a load of this fucker. You know what I mean? And then...
I used to try too hard, mate.
Yeah, I mean,
I think we probably had similar paths, but I probably found myself.
It could be very similar.
That's what I'm saying. Probably similar paths. Yeah.
Both of you really tried
too hard.
Ended up looking losers.
You go too far, trying too hard, and then
you just call us both fucking losers.
That's what I'm
going to take that.
Right. No, if you listen to what he said,
I'm very comfortable in my own skin. Like say, once you reach a point where you're like, fuck it, I
think what helps with that is having a friends unit. Like in the past 7 years, I actually made a group of friends with a big group of people.
Yeah,
not the Liverpool comedy scene, probably. You'll probably be aware of that. But back home in Cardiff over lockdown, I began to meet some people, and then we had a little unit, and then I was just like, oh, okay. I don't need to be on
that is
all the time.
That is a massive thing. Mine was in college.
Thing. It's a huge thing.
I made mine in college.
That's
when I started.
And it's so hard to make friends now in general unless you go out drinking or do something. I'm lucky that I was just at an open mic, and it was a music open mic, and I was like, I'm going to do comedy at it, which we all know is. But I had enough experience that I knew I needed to grab their attention, keep it, and then say thank you very much. Anybody heckles, tell them to fuck off.
You've always had presence, though, I imagine, when you're on stage.
That's the word that's followed me around ever since. I'd try and write.
Is that on the feedback form?
I'd try and write clever, funny jokes, and I would never get any feedback on that. They'd always just be like, "He's got a great presence." I'm like,
I
probably wasn't always said great either. Just he's a presence.
He's got a presence.
Yeah. He's a presence.
He's got a smell of something.
But I think that's very present. I'd say that having a good stage presence early doors can hinder you.
It can.
Because you're smashing it way better than the Rex who are starting out. And they're going, I've really got to try and work on what I'm saying and delivering it. Whereas you go, if I just go on, I'm like, this is fine. It'll be fine in the cafe.
It's almost exactly what happened when I was first starting out. I would go on with no material written. I'd just riff off what was going on in the room.
Right.
And then I'd either do really well or not so great or whatever. But I was speaking to Josh Elton recently, who's just come back from Edinburgh. He's a good comedian. Yeah. You probably gigged with him.
Yeah.
And I was saying God, I remember the old days. We were coming up together. He was just like, yeah, it was really annoying what you were doing. And I was like, what? And he was like, you just go on and riff and do really well. And then it was impossible to follow you with pre-written material. And I was just like, oh. But, I did get a lot of pushback on a lot of stuff that I was doing because that was the time in Cardiff comedy where it was lots of sniping and you can't say
That's
that. You
everywhere,
can't do it was really bad in that scene then, and now it's really it's moved to the Yorkshire.
I thought Bristol's meant to be quite bad for it.
Do you want me to join this? Shall I join now?
Oh, hang on. I think we're going live now.
Live to BBC
Are we
5.
continuing this?
No. I think we'll shut now.
You can join.
I mean, it would be quite funny.
No, we get 10 minutes free time here, mate. We can have on your phone and that's
two wanks.
Like being at a red light, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I'm muted. Yeah, no swearing. You're live on BBC.
How quickly he goes from pod mode.
Oh yeah, he's absolutely.
And he's got
he's
10 minutes.
Perfect for him.
He's going to come straight back.
Yeah, I'm muted myself again while we wait.
That's fun, mate.
I'm fine, mate. You asked me the question before. It was I see you connected. Hooray, chat room. Great. Oh. For the audio listener, because I won't be editing this out, we're just waiting on the BBC to get in touch. Was he's decided to turn off now?
Well, I'm asking though because I don't want him to go. We can't do it now because these two gobshites are there.
Oh no, it'll be fine.
So I don't want to jeopardise anything because this is good audio. And this, if we lose this now,
we lose this now.
Liverpool-based comedians, so they're exactly where they want to be in the background.
Well,
if you went on as the Liverpool voice of Liverpool comedians, there would be uproar.
That would be so funny.
Yeah. They went, we've got Liverpool comic Tom Evans. Hello.
Good evening. Yes, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Hold on, there we go.
This year, and these highly dangerous synthetic opioids like nitazeene.
Hello, is this Rob Thomas?
It is, yes. Oh, it is, yes.
My name's Alex. I'm calling from BBC Radio 5 Live. We'll be with you shortly to talk about Merseyside comedians, if that's okay.
Sound, mate, no problem.
Could you just give us a quick count to 5, please?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Lovely stuff. Okay, we'll be with you shortly.
Sound, mate.
But they're used by dealers to adulterate other drugs. So drug use.
Is that then now? You're nervous? I've been shit myself here, lad.
And in terms of
I hate this.
You look a little nervous.
I hate this. He's willing to do it. It's not my bag, this. I just go, he's a bit more decisive in what he says because he'll just lie halfway through. I'm thinking, I don't have the courage of it.
Still to come on Drive, the leaders of Russia, China and North Korea have been getting together in Beijing today. It's the first meeting of its kind in decades.
Little anxiety scroll here.
Doesn't exist. Doesn't exist.
You can tell he's got a little bit.
Look at his face.
We were expecting to get continued updates on the cricket during this programme, but it's over. England's cricketers well and truly beaten in the first one-day men's international. South Africa really strolling to a 7-wicket victory after England managed 131 runs in their innings. So it meant that day nighter ended before even.
Do you want anything? Beer?
Which, as Eddie was saying, would be disappointing.
They dare. I mean, yeah, it's the daylight. Just the dare.
Wish we could do this more often. I feel like we've got a podcast that's actually worthwhile doing it.
You're welcome.
Now, if that leaves you in a bit of need of a bit of a laugh, we're going to be crossing to the capital of the whole of the UK, Merseyside apparently. It's been identified as the birthplace of more successful British comics.
You're the face of Liverpool commenting that. Goes the Beatles, Rob Thomas.
Before 6 o'clock.
If you're struggling.
You have been delivering on the funniest thing you've ever seen. It could be a stand-up, could be a show, whatever it was. This text of Ross Noble, just far out and very funny. Saw him years ago, and the story / joke went on for so long.
Don't do that. Don't let people catch strays.
And the whole crowd followed. I follow him.
That's another vein of text, isn't it? Where the show continued after the actual show.
Put your mic in front of you.
It's reminded me all of this though,
Because they'll just think it's attached to the thing.
Completely forgot this, but I saw Alan Davis really, really early on in Brighton, in Home.
None of these people are Scouse comics.
He's from around there, and he did a whole song.
Ross Noble.
Just say Ross Noble's a Scouser. Just go Ross. Yeah, I remember when he started. He's from Bootle, the same as me. Just do it and say Alan Davis is as well. And he fucking said, go on, say Alan Davis. He upset everyone in Liverpool because of what he said. But I know, yeah, but say because he's from Anfield as well, so he should know better. Just start saying they're all from Liverpool. Say Jason started. He's from Crosby. Say he was born in Crosby, but he went to Ireland. Say Vittorio's Jason's son. Go on, just say loads of mad stuff. Go on. Just go. I think Jason. I think he was actually born in Crosby in Liverpool. Then he moved to Ireland when he was young.
It was wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, and lots of people, Harry Hill getting loads of mentions.
Another nonsense.
Yeah. Harry Hill, he's from Southport, not just outside of Liverpool. Yeah.
You've got to thank him for not naming a single Scouse comedian in the run-up to this.
Just go, contrary to popular belief, Ken Dodd is actually not from Liverpool. He's from the northeast. Did they?
Sorry I'm late.
Of course.
I always leaves it too late to set off. Funny because at the time there were loads of excuses about leaves on the track. The funniest hour and a half I have ever had, says Adam from Bradford. Thanks for that, Adam.
Yes, and we will be speaking to a Liverpudlian comedian, a Scouse comedian, before 6 o'clock, who will no doubt be taking all of this very much in his stride and the most expected bit of research he's probably ever seen in his life.
What comes as a surprise to him?
No, exactly. 5:48 now.
The voice of the UK.
Oh, I'm nervous.
Now, Women's Super League starts on Friday, where Chelsea will face Manchester City. There'll be full commentary of that game here on 5 Live. We'll build up from 7.
You can paint.
Begins again today, every Tuesday.
Swear.
Ellen White, Jen B.
Swear, lad, swear.
Haynes will be delving into all things NFL, and the team will also be getting out to the ballot during the
BBC are complicit.
plenty of interviews. And as a taster,
I haven't got a pen,
here
man.
is Arsenal's head coach, Renée Segers, telling us about her side's preparation ahead of their first match against London
Say Free
City
Palestine at the end of it.
on Saturday.
I know now that things that we're doing and probably the processes that are happening in the background or how we're working with the team, it can lead to success. So for us, it's a confirmation on what we're doing, but also understanding that the game develops all the time, and we need to keep on improving what we're doing in the background. And I don't think there's so much rivalry from coach to coach, or at least I'm maybe not that person. I don't have any rivalries with anyone. But yeah, we will be tested as a team this year, even more so. Yeah.
Well, there you go. We're going to have full commentary of that One Fest kickoff here on 5 Live on Saturday. Delighted to say we're joined now by Ellen White, Women's Football Weekly presenter and former Lioness, of course. Record goal scoring Lioness, to be exact. Hi, Ellen.
Hi, good evening. You okay?
I'm very, very
Don't
well.
start like that.
Well.
Okay?
Jenny,
Clear your throats.
Good evening. Just got you. Might get Jen. Ellen, it's an absolute delight to have you on. What time is it? I mean, what a time to be alive in women's football in this country. The WSL starts every single time. The stakes are raised, aren't they? There's, off the back of the Euros. How excited are you?
Yeah, really excited. Obviously, it was so amazing to watch the Lionesses win the Euros again, back to back in Switzerland, and again raise the profile of our sport and women's sport in general. The amount of people watching on televisions and going out and watching the girls perform, it was just amazing. And there's a lot of excitement for this season in the WSL. And I can't wait. I'm going to be at the game.
Graham Linen's just been arrested over
the Emirates on Saturday. So yeah, I can't wait. Like you said on Friday.
Say he's from Norris Green.
Yeah, and London City Lionesses. This is kind of, we've reached a tipping point.
Say he was born in Norris Green, but he moved to Ireland again with Jason Bear.
You have an investor in Michelle Kang, I think it is, who is, they're not affiliated to a men's team. So this is a real turning point for the women's
Shout
game.
out. Shout out, J.K. Rowling. Shout out.
This could be your Finn Taylor NFL moment.
WSL, like you say, owned by Michelle Kang. And they're not
You got some balls doing this, man.
They've signed a lot of players.
I died on the side, man. I'd be more nervous about this.
Players, and some of them have got a lot of WSL experience, so they've gone quite big. The likes of Katie Zellum, who was at Man United, Lana Kennedy, Van der Donk, who was at Lyon. So it's going to be really exciting. I'm really interested to see what they do this season.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be so many eyeballs on that particular game. Let's just have a quick reaction. We heard the Rennie Sliger's interview, for a little snippet of that interview from your podcast. What is your response to how she's prepping her side ahead of such a big game?
Huge signings this season. Obviously, a record-breaking £1 million signing of Olivia Smith from Liverpool. And they've obviously signed Chloe Kelly. Obviously, we all know her and what she done for the Lionesses over the summer. So they've recruited well. And obviously, they won the Champions League. So they'll be really gunning, no pun intended, for the WSL as well and more trophies. So, I'm really interested to see how they line up this season.
Yeah, we've got Arsenal, Chelsea on Friday, two of the biggest teams. We had Lucy Bronze on breakfast yesterday, on 5 Live Breakfast. She got a bronze in a massive BBC 5 Live Breakfast survey of the greatest female athletes, British female athletes of all time. And she was saying, I mean, she's quite rueful and saying, she's going to...
They won't be able to hear me and us now if we speak, will they?
So far eluded.
Are we on mute?
They can turn that one around this season.
Right.
I don't see why not. Obviously, there's amazing, teams within Europe as well, but that's the one.
Some like producer in the background that we listen to.
That's alluded.
Mention my open mic comedy nights tonight.
Season, but won it 5 times that experience. I think they'll really be looking to try and win if they can the quadruple, which is obviously very hard to do. But they've got. It'll be hard to catch them this season.
Yeah, Arsenal, of course, playing home games at the Emirates. I mean, this is a switch up as well, isn't it? Because prior to this season, I mean, I went to Chelsea and watched the women's team play there.
They're taking the mick, aren't they?
That we are seeing more.
What time did they say?
What difference do you think that will make? The women and men sharing
Radio 5 Live.
Yeah, but they're taking the mick, aren't they?
There's a difference moving forward, isn't there now?
It's giving more opportunity for people to come and support women's football. More tickets obviously available, more chance to see their heroes and obviously some of the Lionesses as well. And Arsenal have got an amazing blueprint of obviously having all their games at the Emirates Stadium, the crowds they bring in, over 60,000, the community they've built. is really something special. And like you say, on Friday night when Chelsea play Man City, that's at Stamford Bridge as well. So it's great to see the women's team playing in those bigger stadiums and feeling that support from the men's team as well, and that collaboration and togetherness, which is so important.
And that huge viewership that the Euros got here in the UK, I guess this is the first opportunity for fans to actually go and spot players that they may not have realised play in the WSL from teams all over the world. This is a massive pool, this league, isn't it?
Absolutely, it's the best league in the world, and obviously everyone wants to come over here to play, to have that global exposure, and to have as many fans obviously come watch. And I think that's the most exciting thing. Over you come put bums on seats, you can watch on television screens, listen on the radio as well. So yeah, it's so important, and to use this window, especially when it's obviously the international window for the men's, to really kind of go at it and showcase what women's football is all about, not just in the WSL, but every kind of pyramid as well, in the WSL 2 and down as well. So it's so important to go out and support women's sport.
Well said, Ellen. Thank you so much for joining us. Ellen White, the Women's Football Weekly presenter and former Lioness. So that podcast will drop at 5 o'clock every Tuesday, and from 5:30 every Tuesday here on 5 Live Drive. We will bring you highlights from it. And just a correction, it's Chelsea v Man City on Friday, and Arsenal v London City Lionesses on Saturday. We'll have commentary for both of those games here on 5 Live. It's 5 to 6.
Now, here's one for you. What's the difference between Merseyside and Cumbria? One's funny and the other isn't. Well, it's it's not a joke. At least according to some new research. Anyway, Merseyside has been identified as the birthplace of more successful British comedians than any other region.
Big breath in and then a quick sharp one and relax.
Sorry, produced the fewest comics. Let's try and find out why by speaking to Rob Thomas, professional stand-up from Liverpool, also runs the comedy course for beginners at the Hot
drives a
Comedy
cab
Club in Liverpool. Rob, hello, good afternoon.
Hello, mate, you okay?
Very good. Had to be, I guess, didn't it, Rob? This will be no surprise to you, I'm sure.
No, it's like they're more than 3 metres away from a comic in Liverpool. It's like London with rats.
This is it. Who's the greatest of the Scouse comics, would you say?
Oh, me.
All right, yeah. Other than you, Rob, who comes second?
I'm going to have to name your mates now, aren't I?
Well, go for it. Whatever you want to say.
A little-known comedian called Simon Wozniak. He's well regarded as being, every comic's favourite comic.
Right, okay, yeah, you hear that now and again, don't you? Yeah. What's the thread? You know, particularly when you've got the comedy club there, the comedy course for beginners, when you've got people turning up from the city, wanting to be funny, what do you find is the thread that runs through the humour of the city?
In terms of the city, I think it's like any other working class town or city. As you brought up, there's 2 rules, isn't it? Pay your way and be funny. That's how you get to survive. And in terms of Liverpool, I think the reason we've had so many for this survey is just timing. Because the reason there's so many at Liverpool now is because of Hot Water. Hot Water's like a beacon for comedy. Now it's the name everyone knows. They've sort of broke social media, the biggest comedy club in the world on social media. They've currently got the biggest comedy venue in the world, I think. And because of that brand recognition, everyone, there's a place to go, and because of them, they've built a community.
Okay.
And since that,
right.
Go on, sorry, mate.
When you talk about timing,
yes.
Which, I don't know, can it be learnt, or is that just something, particularly if you're getting up to the top level, or is that just something you've got or you haven't? Oh,
I meant timing in terms of the survey, but
in
terms of comedy,
you said the words, so I'm going with it.
In terms of comedy timing, it can be learned. Yeah, it's like a muscle. It's just like you just train it. You can't teach anyone to be funny. You've either got it in you to be funny or not, and that comes with like self-awareness. That comes with a way of seeing the world a certain way. But in terms of comedy timing and tricks of being on stage, all that comes with time. It's like an apprenticeship. The longer you do, the better you get at doing it. But in terms of actually being funny, some people will get up there and just never be. But
is it also about being able to take the mick out of yourself as much as anything else, Rob?
It's having a self-awareness. It's knowing who you are as a person, and then being able to portray that on stage to a room. Like you don't necessarily have to take the mick out of yourself, but you have to be vulnerable to an audience, and you have to be honest, because otherwise people can see through it straight away.
Yeah, again, that must be very hard to teach. You know, the idea of
I'll be honest,
vulnerability. That's not just in the writing, is it?
No, well, calling me a teacher is very generous as well. I just sort of oversee things really. I just help guide people along the way and teach them little tricks I've learned. It's a lot of stuff's like move the mic stand out the way so you're not standing behind something. It's in terms of doing a comedy course, a lot of it is 6 weeks together, building people's confidence up so they can go and take that step. A lot of it's for people, it's taking that first step's the hardest, and that's what the comedy course does more than anything else. It's helping them get that first steps and stop them making silly mistakes that they wouldn't make otherwise.
Top man, thanks very much indeed, Rob.
No worries, mate. Goodbye.
Cheers, Rob Thomas. He's a professional.
We'll keep the stream going. I want to listen to the show now.
I don't know what I had to say about you. That's a professional comedian.
Tune into Radio 5 Live now instead.
He wasn't very funny, was he?
Didn't even tell one joke.
You got a little one out.
Didn't ask me a single question that they asked me before leading
Well, they
up to it.
briefed you about.
Yeah, they briefed me loads of shite and then...
Do you reckon they sensed it was a sting on our end?
I felt the, yeah.
Do you reckon they might have sensed that?
Possibly. I think they probably thought... I reckon the producers listened in.
Go on, get them gone.
Listened in and just gone, get it. As soon as you get a chance, get it out.
Yeah.
Just in case these come straight.
Yeah, I mean, you could have literally, like, muted your mic, but you just chose to leave it live.
You know when he hurried you...
We might be very similar people, Rob.
Yeah. But he hurried you along, didn't he? He went, okay, and then he went... Yeah.
I don't know what he wanted me to say.
He wasn't listening.
I think that the thing is with these...
When you said timing, he went, timing, is it about timing? And he's gone, what? And he's like...
Well, I think these institutions, they don't necessarily want someone talking sincerely about the whole thing. They want you to be like, well, very well, you know what I mean?
They want you to say Ken Dodd's the greatest. Liverpool Scousers are just naturally funny.
I don't think he liked it when I said your name. I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
A lot of people say that. You're like,
didn't know he had personal beef with the Radio 5 Live.
Yeah, they wanted Ken Dodd, didn't they?
Yeah.
That's why they mentioned Ken Dodd.
They trying to lead me on.
It's like that Joe Rogan episode.
Is.
That Joe Rogan episode where he kept saying the name of the thing you were saying.
Yeah.
So they're going, Ken Dodd, so you'll eventually go, Ken Dodd's the greatest Liverpool comedian. Nah,
that's probably it, yeah.
God, that was good that you mentioned me, though, because that would have been criminal. Like, might be a good clip, that.
Right, I mean, you were literally like,
well, the reason
what the fuck, bro?
I stood up thinking, I wonder if I could use this in the clip league. I thought if I stand up and look like a manager on the touchline, I might be able to use it.
Well, I was there going.
Should have done it in slow-mo, mate.
Always working.
I was there like, well, who do we start listing names now? Just start listing, just say, just say everyone.
Well, who else is there? Like I said, there's only really Rowan Smith.
Exactly. Like, who else am I going to fucking say?
I was watching that classic Mick Miller bit, the noddy bit.
Oh, yeah, with the drink. Yeah.
Fucking funny, that bit, man.
Yeah.
You know, fills up his sink. Noddy's got a big sink, hasn't he?
Yeah, that is a good.
He said, "Fuck it, I'll have a bath."
Great routine, that.
What are your bits of like genuine? Like, I'll ask the questions that they probably should have asked.
Go on.
Like, so what are your influences growing up of Liverpool comedy? Like, what are the main ones?
There wasn't any.
Did he skip a generation?
No. The reason Liverpool has so many comics and so many people think the comic is because that's your inspiration. People around you. Everyone's funny. Though. Your dad's funny. Your uncles are funny. That's what a song about and say survival. It's a case of you've got to learn to take it and give it.
Play or be funny is the thing.
Well, the thing is, like, when I first came to Liverpool, I was living with Mike Osborne and Monty, probably a name you haven't heard in a while. But we were living together. We went to the St. Mary's Catholic Aragon pub. Basically, it just meant it was a beer. A beer was £2.15. That's what it meant. And we were playing pool. And I just moved in. I was starting in hot water. I had my hot water shirt on, and some big, massive Scouse bald guy just comes up to me and he's just like, "You part of the comedy club, yeah?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "You think you're funny, do you?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's got all his cronies behind him. They're all like there, like like this. He goes, "Say something funny right now, then." And I just went, "Fuck off, Baldy." And all the people behind him started creasing, and he was like, "Yeah, no, it was funny, that lad." It was a big swing.
It's
like,
ballsy. That's why it's funny.
Literally like, this is either going to get a laugh or I'm going to get knocked out. And to be honest, you
got your laugh, you're fine, you survived.
Yeah, I did.
I wouldn't have got a laugh in that situation.
Oh no, I'd have just gone.
I'd have crumbled.
I'd only go no funnies for free, and then
when he said, "Do you think you're funny?" I'd have gone no. Initially I'd have gone no. If he went, "You bought the comedy club," I went, "Well," and then he goes, "You think you're funny?" I'd go no. automatically my stance would be to
come and see Simon Wozniak on tour.
But ironically, I think that's funny. Yeah. I think there's nothing funnier than an unfunny comedian. Yeah. That's brilliant.
Who's your favourite unfunny comedian?
Oh, can't say.
Yeah, you can. You can. Go on.
Say it. It depends, really. Because there's dying funny.
Yeah.
Like, I had to die funny on Sunday.
I heard about your early career that you used to die a lot, and then one day it just clicked, and now you're
no, it didn't just click. One day he had to feed something else that wasn't himself.
Oh, right.
And then he just went, fuck it, I'll be funny.
I think that's the thing. Is like
regardless of my early career, it's well-trodden ground where I did die a lot, but it's just sort of I don't like talking about myself in any sort of nice way, because I think it's not, a funny person should always say they're not funny. That is what you should say.
Yeah.
A funny person should always say they are not funny. I am not good at the job. That is the only. If you start
the humble way of doing it, I don't think it's the only way of doing it.
No, there is that. It's a negative thing. If you're in the business of being a comedian and you say you're not funny at every given chance, it's a negative for you. But that is what a funny person.
I think I consider myself funny, but I also consider myself a massive piece of shit, and I hate myself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so maybe there's there's a crossover with that sort of thing.
Yeah, because you got to go. Yeah, you are a piece of shit. So you're like, yeah, that's just something I have to accept. But I forgot my point when I was talking about when you're saying not funny.
You were going to name names.
Oh, just dying funny. So I had to die funny on Sunday at a gig.
Yeah.
Because it was a small room of like 25 people, and what I do is too much for what the gig was.
Right.
So I had to tone it back.
Yeah.
But then I ended up just having to mess about with it.
Yeah.
Which got me through it, because they were lovely.
Yeah.
I'm funny.
Yeah.
Maybe. But what I sell is this isn't gonna go the best. So, but you're really nice. So therefore, I was looking at him going like, you're so nice. If I just let you know that I'm not for you, you'll be nice enough to let me have a nice gig. It's a sort of a relationship with them. If I'd have gone in with what I do on a weekend in a big, massive room, it would have gone, this is too much. This is not what we need. Please stop. So I just thought it would be better if I go out there and just try and be funny in this situation.
Were you the headliner as well?
You what?
Were you the headliner as well?
I was there to close, yeah. Yeah.
And you start off with like, you're not going to like this.
but
that's a way to play it.
I think
like you come on,
don't get me wrong, it is definitely a way to play it.
I'm a scumbag, this isn't for you. And then you can get on with it.
There was some that would have, but because it was only a small room.
Yeah. How many were in the room?
I'd say it looked like there was about 20, if that. And it was just
it's a different.
I'm too loud for it. Yeah. For what I'd done hot water all weekend, so I was in this loud mode.
Oh yeah, no, that's the thing is if you've been closing like
I had to step back and go. I've got to be softer here. But I thought the way I open now, it's a bit on top, which works better in a room of more people. Whereas when it's like you're on top, you're in the room is this size.
Well, it's the lose like, the crowd and then justify it method that I know you subscribe to.
Yeah.
And it's difficult when there's only 20 people.
A couple of older women there that I was sort of locking eyes with.
He doesn't try to lose the crowd, was he?
Well, I thought he
hates it when you don't go with him. Yeah. It makes him more fully aware of what a scumbag he is.
I don't like... we were saying this with Bemmy, weren't we? No one ever tries to
try and lose them or upset them. It just happens.
I go, this would be better en masse with hundreds or even thousands, like with Smith, where you go, you can sit, because when you're in a room of 25, everyone is playing a part in that performance. In 3,000 or 400, you can sit out the show. Yeah. You can sit there and think about your life. In a room of 20 like this, you're on stage, you're performing. Because if you're not smiling, you're affecting them directly.
This is better if I couldn't look every one of these in the eye.
Yeah. There's another gig that's happened in Leeds somewhere where you're literally, it's 3 rows and you can't look over them. The room is that small. You have to look at them. Because if you started performing like this, they're going, what is he doing?
Yeah, what's he looking at? Yeah.
You have to look at them as you're doing it to everyone, and it's like,
breaks your barriers down.
Yeah.
Like it was like when I was I was in the comedy lounge and just stopped halfway through and went, you know what? When yous aren't laughing, this does just sound misogynist.
Yeah.
Listen back to myself now. This is hate speech.
It is, isn't
when you're shouting at your missus for squashing the bread.
It is, though, isn't it? It's whatever you say.
If you're not laughing,
you're squashing
if you're not laughing, this is hate speech.
Well, if you were looking at a surgeon doing a complete, you're watching somebody stabbing someone to death.
I think what it sounds like, in a way, though, is that you guys you've been blessed with big gigs.
Again, you're going back to your infamous clip now when you use the word blessed.
Okay.
Poor choice of words, that. I would say earned.
Yeah.
Say fought for.
Yeah.
Grabbed with tooth and nail.
Absolutely. There's people who are fighting and grabbing for tooth and nail who are still not getting big gigs, though.
Because they're not gripping hard enough.
No, they're not gripping hard enough. There you go. Grip harder, comedians. Grip it. Grip it.
So do you feel as though comedy isn't... How do you feel comedy's going now for you?
It's going quite well. I mean, I'm slowly becoming like the king of those rooms that you're talking about. Like, I've started taking really random bookings, and sometimes it's in front of 4 people in a pub for £100 on a Saturday, which isn't enough. And I've just gone,
which isn't enough.
Well, it isn't, is it? You know what I mean?
Nothing about that's enough.
No, and so I go there,
the audience,
and I'm like,
the fee.
So
Yeah.
I go to
no one's having a good time. The promoter's not doing well. The act,
the thing,
the
though, is
audience.
that I get booked to do this, and I'm like, right. So what normally happens is I go into these pubs or places, and they've got a room in the back, and they've set up the room for about 75. And I go, oh, brilliant. How many tickets have we sold? And they've gone 5. And I've gone, right, what we're going to do is we're going to take away 70 of these chairs and put them in the back. And they always get a bit annoyed about that. And then...
Because you just put them out.
Exactly. And then I'm going to put some tables, 2, 2, and 2, like that. And then this space is going to look a bit fuller. And then everybody who has those gigs has a good time. Because you sort of generate the thing, even though it's not that. Well, so but then what I'm struggling with a bit, if I'm even be vulnerable, is that
don't protect yourself at all times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I then I'm like doing really well at these small gigs, which don't mean anything or matter because there's so few people here, and it means I can just let loose so much. And then I get to an actual paid gig or a paid middle for a big promoter, and then I sort of just go like, I'm struggling to get the peak of what I'm doing there with the peak of what I'm doing there. You know what I mean? I'm trying to thing.
Was that not just the pressure?
Yeah,
like the stakes are higher in front of 200 than 2.
Yeah, but they shouldn't matter. They
not,
shouldn't matter.
No,
to you guys, a 200 room wouldn't matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but at the same time, it's not just that. There'll be a difference in the way you're selling yourself as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So to them 6 people, you're probably coming across quite personable. And being like, oh, we're all in this together.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to make the best of this night. When to 200 people, there's a different expectation.
And also, just to sort of be real about it, is that if you're doing that gig, the level of other act on that bill might not be the best anyway. So, do you know what I mean? So, like, when you're doing a room that's 300, there probably is going to be a good level of act on, isn't there? So
you can rely upon it. But I'm doing these gigs, which have been booked by someone else. And then, so I basically got to be like, please welcome to the stage. You know, such and such, who may not be the best comedian, but they've booked them. But you have to frame them and frame it well.
Not be the best.
Name names. I mean, I'll start naming names.
No, don't do that.
In the 50s.
I can't be asked.
No, I can't be asked with it either.
I can't be asked. That's what it
Turns out calling people out, even as a joke, is a bad thing, and can really come back to haunt you.
You used to name names. You a name namer?
No, he's on about the infamous clip.
Right.
Yeah, the one that I have no idea who's seen it and who hasn't, but I know that everybody who has seen it thinks I'm a massive cunt.
No, I've seen it. I don't think you're a massissive cunt. I told you this.
You've been actually super duper nice about it. If I'm gonna
just because it's like there for the grace of God, go I.
Yeah, I mean,
could have been me.
From what I recall, from what I saw, I think it was in the studio in Chester, wasn't it?
No, it was. Or the one you seen it?
Yeah.
Oh, probably the studio in Chester you seen it. Yeah.
I didn't take much in, but
I want to fucking kill myself.
I don't know.
You don't have to go there.
Right.
We'll go there if you want to.
I mean, I don't mind.
You want to give people a bit of context? For anyone,
There's a clip where Tom just impersonated a few comics.
While Tom was working at Hot Water, while cleaning up, he decided to impersonate and mock a few comics. But as you can tell from the past 45 minutes, Tom has a big, deep, very posh voice. And sometimes
sounds like
people don't know how to take him. So sometimes it comes across that he's just being bitter, is it?
Bitter, jealous,
sneery,
twisted. All of that. Sneery,
Yeah.
snide, greasy, oily.
Yeah, you've got a lot of things that are going on. You are the problem. Well, not obviously now. No,
Taylor Swift. Turns out it's not you, it's me.
No,
I'm the problem.
Well, obviously, the revelation that you said that your sexuality.
That's new, yeah.
Is that out? Is that? Sorry, I don't know. I didn't want to out that then. Or
Yeah. No, I've been. Two big topics in 30 seconds.
What I'm saying is, before that, he was posh, straight white man, big butch guy. You are the problem. You are the people that everyone in society hates.
See what you mean.
You are Boris Johnson.
I understand.
So you're Boris Johnson going on Hot Water.
Yes. Well, I was at the time a bit.
Do you know what I mean?
At the time, I was a bit blue.
So now, maybe if you buy, you might get back in.
I'm trying
Sorry, guys.
I'm trying to buy.
Turns out I was buying.
I'm trying to buy my way back in, is what you'll say. I've always been. I've always had same sex.
I was very confused, and I fancied you all. That's all it was.
I mean, I do. I've got a lot of admiration and stuff. It may not be necessarily like a sexual fantasy for a lot of people, but there's people that I admire, and I'm just like, wow, you know. But no, I did do a silly, yep.
It was fine. Like,
it was silly. But here's some more context, which some people may not know. Is basically I was doing a sound check once for the live stream, and I thought it was going to be a hey, check 1 2 sort of deal, and it didn't. It was no, I need you to speak for 20 minutes. 20 minutes into the microphone because the stream needs to catch up. So I need to hear what the changes that I'm going to make, which is going to do every 10 minutes or so. So I need to talk for 10 minutes so they can start. And then it needs to be 10 minutes so that they can adjust the volumes based on all these things. So there was I did that. And I ended up just like reading jokes off like my phone and stuff. And then there was another time where I was a bit pissed. And I was a bit pissed, and I went up, and I didn't even need to be there. I went up to say hi to the sound guy who was there at the time, and he said, "Oh, Tom, I need you to help me if you will. Can you do this?" And I was just like, "Shall I start doing impressions of people?" And it was not funny.
Didn't get taken well.
I think the thing is,
people getting impressions of.
I think the thing is that like you said, I do have the voice of a teacher or a policeman that everybody hates.
So a politician.
Politicians sneering. It can come across.
Well, you at one point gave me the advice that I should start speaking in a Welsh accent. To maybe
come across more authentic, because you said I think I remember this conversation. You said you do have a Welsh accent. It's not natural for you.
It's not very. It comes out in certain words. But I've been acting as a Welsh person, so I've been doing in the productions. I've been doing the friar from Romeo and Juliet as a Welshman, and it's been quite nice. But that's fine to act. But I wouldn't then want to start changing my accent in the middle of my 30s.
It's hard to find authenticity with you sometimes. I think that's why.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not that you're not being authentic. It's that. Not many people will have met people like you, and the fact that straight away you're from where and you sound like that, and immediately write you off sort of thing. So that's
but I'm definitely more okay with the fact that that's a thing now. Like after all those trials and tribulations, and I bear no ill will to anybody, even if they
I don't think anyone bears ill will to you anymore. I think time has done its job and run its course.
Well, I think the main thing is that I've moved on positively, because after that all kicked off and I was just like, right, this is no longer a thing and this is no longer a thing, I thought, oh my gosh, I've moved my entire life up to Liverpool, and then I've pissed off 7 of the 9 most powerful people in the industry that I am wishing to be a part of, and now I've fucked. But then what I did was I repurposed my energy, because this thing, hot water is such a huge phenomenon. It's global. It's world famous. It's not just a phrase. It really is. They're the pioneers of so many things. I'm so grateful to all the time that I've worked there. But there's this thing of like, it's still in the open mic community, which I'm hosting my open mic tonight. There's people so desperate to get on that stage. They're so desperate to be the next one that they champion and pioneer. And I was so close to it all of the time. I was there show managing, just going, I'm fucking wish I was on that stage right now. I wish I was on that stage. And then there would be people who would be like on stage checking their watches, like, oh, I've got better things to be doing than going on stage.
Like, you're throwing shade now again. That's enough of this.
I will say one thing that I say. It wasn't in hot water, but I was doing a cricket club gig one time, and
again, that could easily be me as well.
I wasn't going to mention it, but you did check your watch about 10 times in the space of 20 minutes. But that's probably because you're like, that's probably because you're like, I want to get home to my kids.
No,
do you know what I mean?
Absolutely not. I want to get home to my whiskey.
No, but I will say this.
Or wine.
You did chime in when the MC was on stage from the off mic by the sound desk.
I did.
Oh, you've done that numerous times,
I did.
Which isn't good form.
That is poor.
Yeah, fair.
Poor.
I mean, I've had 2 different. If it's with the MC, and I didn't do it into the microphone. That's another thing I did it like thing. And he said,
the cricket club gig that we did? Yeah, but that was you were on stage basically where you were sat.
I didn't want to be there.
And your voice is,
I know.
Carries.
Again, it's something that I've had to come. But yeah, you're 100% right.
I know, I love it. I think it's great. It's just the circuit. It's the circus, isn't it?
I'll be honest. I was more offended I wasn't one of the 7 people that you did an impression of.
Do you know what, Kyle?
That wound me up. I saw the video. I was like, you cheeky cunt.
The first glimmer.
Kyle Legacy gets me for
I was going to say, the first glimmer of hope that I had in that very, very dark and dismal time in my life was Kyle was just like, I saw that fucking clip he did of me. And I was just like, oh, how do you feel? It's just like, just proud to get a mention. So I'm sorry.
So like, you cheeky cunt. Fucking I don't even
as you can see, I still haven't learned my lesson. I'm still doing impressions of people.
Your big personality, mate. You won't change.
Yeah, it's fine, mate. Yeah. Impressions weren't a problem. It was the context.
No, yeah, it was. I was trying to make one person in the back of the room laugh with gallows humor.
With that context, though, I think that's fine. Like, I mean, I wasn't obviously. I didn't get impersonated.
I totally get it.
It got blown on a portion. The only one that like say, well, that's just we've discussed that off pod. There's only one that upset me, and the rest of it I thought was fine. And then the one person got upset. They got upset by everything, so it's fine.
I'm trying to. I know one guy you mean in that.
It's on the list.
It doesn't matter. This is to add to the tapestry of your comedy journey.
It's all part of the narrative. It's all part of the story.
Yeah.
You built yourself back up. You've been touring with Ignacio.
Yeah, that's
How
been
was that?
so
How
much.
did that go?
Oh my god, so much fun. It's a ruthless schedule. In one place. Mm-hmm. We never get a day. What was quite funny is his partner Michelle, who's an amazing photographer as well in her own right. She's been taking amazing shots all the way throughout the tour and stuff. But she actually came on the tour with us, and I think it was her first experience of being on tour. And obviously, from the optics of it, it looks like a great fun time, and it's all like, well, hey, we're doing this and we're doing that. But you never see the 7-hour car journeys and the fucking travel lodge and the all these things. You go in there. There's a moody thing, sound guy.
That's on Ignacio for not letting her know the reality of what it is.
I think it's just like
you shouldn't. My missus knows exactly how grim this thing is.
Yeah. My missus doesn't know.
Like, I'm not going to sit in the side room of a social club for 40 minutes whilst you go on there and slag me off or something. And then drive home after half the room and be like, I'm with him.
You're pretty open and honest. And I think, but
I just would say this is not somewhere you want to be hanging around
It's
rather be sat
not.
on the couch.
It's not a fun hang, and like many people learn that, but it's been so much fun, and I learned so much every single time. Like, it's when I used to show manage and tour manage for Paul Smith. I'd go around all these old before he was doing
nice.
arenas, doing the little theaters, which is great, but it's bad in one way because these theaters were made for people from Dickensian times who were about that tall. So I'm running up and down these like small, tiny steps of stairs just to catch someone filming or on their phone. Because I learned everything I learned from Hot Water and Binti, and like I said, I'm so unbelievably grateful.
We'll clip that for you if you want.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll clip that, put it out.
Get you back in.
Sorry, everyone.
To your credit, you are good at telling people to shut up and going around the gaff, like, because you don't take any shit.
Well, Binti never took shit. No. So I just do what
he's another big burly white man. That's why he doesn't understand that he's massive.
He's great. He's great at it, and there is an extra caveat that he has within it, which is he's got this unique charm and stuff, which I don't. So you have to do it in a way that's.
I'd argue you've got a charm.
I do.
Charm.
I've developed.
Not charming. Charm.
I've developed it because back when I first started doing show managing, I didn't know what to do. I was just literally thrown in, and I was just like, right, these are how the things work. These are all the buttons and all the stuff you need to worry about. And then you have to keep this room of 150 Scousers who are pissed, and it's Christmas. And I was thrown in at the deep end. First of all, you do the quick shh, right? Can't do that. You can't do that because people get upset with it. So you have to go, hey guys, if you wouldn't mind calming down. You could do that sort of thing, and then you like build up a little thing around that. There was times during that first time when I was show managing during the Christmas period. It was a particularly bad week because I've been told that no comedy club ever has a perfect run of Christmas. There's always one gig that they have to abandon. So I was like, right, that's not going to be me. I'm going to do this. And we did it. But halfway through, I was losing the will to live. And I had asked someone to leave. They stayed outside in the bar. After the show, the guy came up to me and went, don't worry, lads. Me and the lads are going to be waiting out for you outside. And I said, I finish at 10:30. I'll see you there. Because I was just like, just kill me. Because I was, it was just so much shit, and all you're trying to do is make people laugh and stuff like that, but people don't know how to behave.
I'd say Hardman was their peak tricky crowd moment, because every gig I have at Blackstock now is like it's time on the ball. So well behaved. Whereas Hardman was when they would just, I think it was cramped. I think people couldn't move.
Well, there were bits of certain rows that you couldn't really get to.
You're sat by the wall.
Back row by the magnet symbol. Yeah. Like, if you're in the back, I got to go all the way around. I got to disturb all these people just to get around to you to say, hey, would you mind? And it's either doing that or standing in front of me. It's a tough thing. It's hurting cats.
Certain chairs in rooms that you go, that is a problem chair. Third row back in Hot Water's main room in the middle in that pit. That is a problem chair because you go, we can't really get to you.
Be shouted
but you're so close to ruin the show.
I want to know about the early days of Hot Water though, like before, maybe even before Seal Street. Like, what were the big stories like from when? Everyone was still finding their feet. Like, you guys must have some memories of those times.
And probably more so than me. I came we were
a couple of years different. He was, I was. There's not really, there's no glamour to it as people imagine.
No, exactly.
It's just loads of, I was, 20?
It's like pros and cons.
22 when I started, sort of thing. I was 20.
Sorry, that's probably disservice Hot Water there, giving them sort of like it's pros and cons.
Well, I was 22, 23, and then they were all like 18, sort of thing, and then Paul's that little bit older. You're basically just loads of kids just getting together and going, we all love this. Let's just go and do it, and
that's
just
awesome,
pissing about, and
so great.
That's all it is.
Nobody now see the success of what it is now, and they don't even think about. They don't consider that at one point it was just that.
Yeah, but when we were just that, there was other places that were successful. That's what I was trying to say on an interview. Then, like, it's all time, and Liverpool's time is now. Liverpool's making a big. It's like Merseybeat. The time for us, in comedy wise, is the last 10 years. Really, like, it's our time. That's all it is. Like, Manchester had it in the 90s, early 2000s. They had fucking Johnny Vegas, Peter Kay, Steve Coogan, like Caroline, all on the same stage, all making big waves. It's It's just all just comes and it's just that happens. The hot waters that.
It's funny though because Manchester was their scene was big, but now the professional scene is big. But I was having a conversation with an open micer the other day. It's like the open mic scene has suffered a little bit because of that. But
we discussed that on this a few times. Where it's like it's only hot water, and sort of like you say, you've got your thing on a Tuesday, and people try and do things, but nothing really catches because of how big.
All I've tried to do with that gig is try to run it as professionally as the gigs that I would run for hot water, but on an open mic level. And the trouble is I think, that there needs to be semi-professional to professional comedians running open mics like that, because otherwise what you get is open mic comedians running it for other open micers, and they don't have that sense of professionalism.
I do sort of get that, and I understand exactly what you mean by the sense of professionalism, but also it's different times now. 15 years ago, like we'd all been like, again, this is the anxiety thing, all that nice big circle here.
Doesn't exist.
We'd all be in a room together
and be fine.
And be fine, and like a community would be formed. It doesn't seem to happen now. I hear about comics on a Sunday, like getting off when they haven't been pulled on, like, or not on a Sunday, but like say a Wednesday, your name's been pulled and you fuck off. Well, your name's not been pulled. Then why aren't you hanging around and watching that anyway? Why aren't you with the other comics? Why, like, I'll be honest, I don't think you should be in the green room. I think that, like, if say you're the six that have been pulled, get out the fucking green room. Go and be together outside.
Yeah.
And form that community and form that bond. Don't sit in the green room quiet and not be a part, because you're not a part of it. You're
but we never had that though. The Holiday Inn, in their defence, if you weren't on, you could still sit at the back with the acts who were going on. So you still got Holiday to be...
Inn, like he was saying, everyone was probably, they weren't really professional acts. We were all pretty much the same level. It might have been me and Ro a couple of years ahead of you, but it wasn't like...
But on that Sunday,
but it wasn't like we were these pro acts. But you go on a Wednesday, there's 3 pro acts and an MC in the green room, and the 6 open spots have been pulled out of a hat. And I'm not saying don't go in. Go in, say hello. Yeah. But I think the 6 should be. You should be outside, building a community and be together. And that's... Because that, for me, what the difference was, because for us, that's where the hunger comes from.
Well, they all go over
being
to
together
Shenanigans.
Yes,
after Wednesdays, they all go over to Shenanigans to do a gig. Yeah. Jack Miller.
Well, it's only once a month, though. That's the only thing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That was happening every week, fair enough. But like, that's all I ever hear of comedians not being there. Yeah. Like, if that was me and Ro, and I don't know what it was like for you. If that was me and Ro, if our name wasn't pulled, we'd be there in case someone bottled it. In case someone bottled it to get on stage, or someone fucked off or got too pissed, we'd be there on the off chance that they'd even take pity on us, go and do 5.
Did you stay every time? It happened a lot,
every single time.
Every single time.
We'd be there on a Sunday, whether we were on or not. We'd be there. We go to Frog. One of us was doing the Beat the Frog. If it was, especially it was me and Ro. If one of us two was doing Beat the Frog, you don't want to be there, just because you're driving up.
That's nice.
Or you're awesome. On. I'll drive up. So it's just because you wanted to be in that room because you wanted to be like. Well, if I'm there, at least I'm there. I'm like the biggest thing I always tell people getting hot water is be a hot water.
Yeah.
Be there on Sundays. Be there on Wednesdays. Just be there. Be around, and you'll get the gigs. And it might be awkward for you, but fucking you're trying to be a comedian. You're trying to stand on stage in front of a room full of people. You can stand there and say hello to other comedians.
True, it's true.
It's like
I would love for you to come to one of the shipping forecasts, because there is this community now. Like it is.
I sort of hear about it, but
they know about him. They hate him.
Yeah, they probably do. They probably do, because I'll be honest, I'm a bit of a cunt to some of them.
No, but it's not the same. No, I think the hot water new start when we got in it. It is different to everything else.
Well, it was different as well, because when we got in it and when it started, hot water wasn't hot water. Now they're going into corporation, and it's a bit and it's different. I understand them going there is probably a bit like me going to Frog meeting at the Laughter House. But even every time Laughter House let us in, we'd go. We were at Baby Blue all the time. Yeah. I'd be at Baby Blue on Thursdays all the time. You've just got to be there. You've got to be there and be around. And you become a part of it, and you get better by. This might sound shite, but you get better by osmosis. You get better by just sitting there.
It's true.
watching your mate die, watching some cunt you don't know die, and just like for me, it was a hunger. That's what it gave more than anything else. It was a hunger of like seeing acts and being and just sitting there and thinking, seeing someone do well, and thinking, I'm fucking well better than him.
The headline reads, Rob Thomas is hungry.
Yeah.
He's hungry. He's a hungry boy.
But the thing is, was as well when we started, it was a case of battling your way onto the circuit and everything else come after. Now it feels like everything else is available.
Yeah.
Before you even get in the circuit.
Well, I think that the open mic scene in Manchester is doing really well because they've just got so many different options. So, in the if on a Monday there's like the 2 or 3 open mics, and then there's the Frog and Bucket gig, and they're all like sort of in the same area and stuff like that. And town, I think, will be making a resurgence. Like I've just started booking a lot more gigs because when I was working for Hot Water, I didn't want to book any gigs around where they were out of respect.
You shouldn't be in competition with your own sort of.
No, you absolutely shouldn't. And now that they've moved, there is a little bit of a gap in the city centre, which I'm going to be hopefully filling.
If the Frog and Creatures can do it down the road, there's someone that could run a semi-decent night regularly.
There's someone who could run a semi-decent night in Hot Water if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Hot Water,
well, they've got the space for it.
I'm not going to say no to that. They let Adam Hughes do 5 gigs. Do you get what I mean? They let Adam Hughes do 5 gigs on a Friday. They're not going to say no. So you putting on a night as long as you're going to do it properly. And like Adam's one stopped, and we've had him on since, and he stopped because he's a dickhead, and he openly admits that himself, sort of thing.
I personally would never talk out of turn about any stand-up comedian.
I'm not talking about him. He's been on and said it.
Yeah, I've learned my lesson.
He's been on since. No, but he's been on since and said it. He got 2 pissed, didn't he, properly. At the end of the day, they can't have you representing them being a dickhead. But if you could definitely, like, if you wanted to, like, at your night, you've mentioned to me twice you've done like a kill phone.
This is him and his element, by the way. This is him schooling a new comic on, and I think this is him. Like, hear it. This is him. This is just his. He won't stop now. I'll have to step in and wave this on.
I'm ready to
this
hear
is
it.
Roger Jackson right now. I need to step in and wave this on. Like, give this to 128, mate. You're going to be catching mad strays.
No, but you know what I mean.
He's got to play paddle as well, which will also curtail his.
No, but you've done what, like, kill phony. I'll call it. I know you. What do you call it? One thingy.
Oh, walk the plank. We call it.
Right, but like Hot Water would all day have that.
Yeah, I mean they do. I think they've got certain people who are doing it.
No, Mild High used to do one similar, didn't they?
Yeah.
They don't have anyone doing a Kill Tony one.
So I do it once a month now in Shipping Forecast.
I know you've got your own room, but like I don't understand why anyone wouldn't. I want to do that. I would happily rip off Kill Tony. Well, I wouldn't. But my problem is I don't want to rip off Kill Tony and do it. I want someone else to do it, and then I want to be a part of it.
Well, I was going to ask you to do the
I'll do it.
panel.
I've told you I'll do it. I want to do it. I like the show. I like the format, and I think Hot Water would definitely take you.
Well, I've emailed.
Yeah,
I've sent emails.
What time of day? 2 a.m., 3 a.m.
Yeah, sometimes.
Red wine tea.
Fuck it. In my early days, I once sent. Oh God, I once sent a DM to Joe Rogan, saying I've never done a podcast before, but I think if you came over and did a podcast with me, it would be like, I was definitely in my
send
fucking
DMs to the A-listers.
This was yesterday though, so.
By the way, Joe, I'm by now. We can discuss that.
Yeah, we can experience it.
No, that's
Yeah.
As well as he said, I could be here all day. I'm his soapbox.
Yeah, because he's got through it. He feels like, I love layering this on now.
But
it's the opposite of like an arena comic nailing him now, and then he'd hate that.
Well, you are technically an arena comic now. I will say, like, because I booked Rob a long time ago for my little gig in my little village in Cardiff in Lisbon.
That was nice.
And it was nice. And then since then, like, the material hasn't changed at all, but the attitude,
it's a little
towards
more
the comedian is
that was a nice gig.
It was nice. It was funny.
It was one of them ones that you said. There's about 30 people in there, and probably more than 30 people, actually. And then you look at them all in the eye, and then you're just like, and then I think after about 20 minutes,
a very middle class audience.
After about 20 minutes, I was just a bit like, what the fuck are we all doing here? It's like, what, like, just starts on to the one black woman going,
and that's where
you
I'm
can't
in the back of the room, like him.
No,
let's talk about shit.
Just go on to Tom's. Are you proud of him? No, really? Come on. He's paid some fat scouse cunt to come down here and call you a knobhead.
You got your dad on stage in Wales, didn't you?
I couldn't afford Adam, so you'll do.
I drove Adam down.
You did? I drove him to another gig.
Adam done the Glee and I done your gig.
I think you put him on the poster, didn't you, to sell the tickets? And then he turned up last minute.
No, that was taught.
See, this
that was taught, and that never really happened.
And on that note,
Tom Evans, the patient. Tom Evans, what's going? Sell your wares.
Sell my wares. Well, I've got my Tuesday open mic, which happens every single Tuesday. I'm just about to go on to it now at the Shipping Forecast on Slater Street. I'm also starting a monthly professional comedy night on a Monday. It's going to be the only professional comedy in Liverpool that's happening on a Monday on the 29th of September in Hooters. It's going to be, we've got some amazing acts lined up.
Love your ads for that, by the way.
Some of these guys, thank you so much. Yeah, I got
right up my alley, that as he did.
Yeah. If you want to see what he's looking at, it's my pin post on my Instagram, which is Tom Evans Comedy. Tom Evans Comedy on Instagram.
Is that up and running the Monday night? At
so it's the first one's going to be on 29th of September with Lou Conran headlining, nice. Adam Staunton opening, and the homegrown Joey Bridgens, who's going to be in the middle there, and she's
a graduate.
Awesome. There you go. Things. And I've also literally just done an agreement with Fredericks. This is literally, I just had the meeting today. We agreed we're going to be putting on some stuff on a Wednesday. But just go to Tom Evans Comedy on Instagram for all of the updates and all the gigs that I'm doing. Thank you very much for having me, guys.
No problem. Pleasure. Sam to the Patreon. Nice one. Ta-da.